KATC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, the trend over the next couple of days will be for less moisture, more sunshine. That means fewer showers and consequently hotter temperatures, heading back into the mid-90s again as we head into the weekend. But we're watching a system that's going to be heading for, we think, the eastern Gulf of Mexico. That's going to make it a little bit interesting this weekend, early next week. More on that in just a bit. First off, let's take a look at the big picture in the upper level pattern and the water vapor imagery, my favorite, showing where the upper level systems are, and that low that was shuttling the moisture into the region, that's over by the Big Bend over toward Mexico and West Texas. That's less of an influence. Now we have this ridge of high pressure banking in, and this upper level low that we can see quite clearly in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico, and that's bringing dry air toward Louisiana. That's why our rain chances go down and the sunshine's going to be going up along with the heat. But this upper low is going to be heading for the western Gulf of Mexico, so that's going to permit this disturbance down here by the Turks, Caicos, and the southeastern Bahamas to start moving north and northwestward over the next couple of days, and that's going to make for an interesting forecast and a difficult forecast. On the radar over the last 6 hours, we did have a good scattering of showers across the area, about a 30% type of day. Still some action going on over toward Vinton, extreme western Louisiana. That's heading into Texas. The rest of us should be quiet tonight. We'll keep rain chance in the 5% range. A few spotty showers going on offshore this evening. So it's all about the tropics. We open it on up, and we have two things that we're watching, one close to home and another system that's come off the African coastline. This has been upgraded to a medium chance of developing over the next 5 days in the far middle and central portions of the tropical Atlantic, perhaps threatening the Caribbean. And then as it gets further into the Caribbean, further development here. We'll show you that in just a bit. Meanwhile, our system closer to home, the National Hurricane Center, upgrading this system to a high chance of developing now at about 70%. It's not a done deal. We do have an upper level low here too, so we'll be watching the storms off to the east, and the question is, where will low pressure develop, and then where will it go after that? So here's a quick plot of the spaghetti models here. I got all the latest models coming in, and this is through Friday afternoon. So we have a system that's going through the Bahamas in South Florida, and then crossing the Florida Peninsula, perhaps getting into the eastern Gulf of Mexico as we head into Saturday, approaching the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. Notice there are a few lines coming close to Louisiana as we head into Sunday, and then the system moving inland on Monday. So with all the land involved, we're going to have limited chance for development. But if we look at the latest GFS model, it's not overly impressed by this low pressure system, and it's a pretty fast model. It brings the low very close to southeastern Louisiana by Monday, enhancing our rain chances. But I don't think this is going to play out quite the way the GFS is thinking at this point. But notice on the end of the GFS model, 10 days out, here comes a cool front. Now we look at the Euro model, the more reliable model, and this one's a lot farther east and a lot slower, showing a pretty good swirl here, maybe a tropical depression developing as it crosses the Bahamas, and then this low crosses the Florida Peninsula, producing some heavy rainfall, and then perhaps gets very close to a tropical storm intensity by the Big Bend of Florida, or over by, say, we'll say Tallahassee, back to Apalachicola, and then slowly works its way inland with time. And the Euro model also showing a front even stronger as we get 10 days down the road, but also potentially another strong tropical system. The GFS model's way out in the Atlantic on their latest run. Euro model showing some threat to the northern portion of the Caribbean in the 6 to 10 day time frame. We'll deal with that one after we deal with the near-term issue. Near term, though, overnight tonight, nice and quiet through tomorrow morning. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures get well into the 90s by tomorrow evening. Things quiet down. Not much green showing up on the radar, we think. And then Friday, we're going to keep rain chance 10%. This may be a little overdone. Notice mid-90s on Friday, but that feels like temperatures going to be in the mid-90s because the dew points are going to be coming down thanks to mostly a northeasterly wind over the next couple of days. So a quiet night ahead, warm and humid, fair skies, 73 your low tonight. Tomorrow, 94 the high. Still summer beats on. More sunshine, more heat, maybe an isolated coastal shower or thunder shower at 10 10%. Mid-90s Friday, Saturday, and maybe into Sunday. Sunday, Monday's kind of a hedge between the GFS and the Euro model. If the Euro is right, we're going to be drier. If the GFS is right, we're going to see higher rain chances here. But this is something that we'll just have to keep an eye on. I'm not overly concerned, but at least this could be a small to medium range tropical storm at landfall. If so, the next name is Umberto. And after that, there could be a stronger system, though, that could be more impactful down the line in the 6 to 10 day time frame, mainly Caribbean for right now. Hopefully that front we're talking about turns that system out to sea, too.
Yeah, hopefully so. It'd be nice to have a front as
and
well.
And nice to have a front, right.
Sure would. Thanks, Rob.